Welcome, race fans, to the SimWorld Racing Network's presentation of the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series COTA, presented to you by AutoServ. I am David Hara, and in the booth with me, as always, is the one, the only David Lerfano. David, how's it going, man?
Hey, not too bad. Good to be here in Texas around this tricky track here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. 20 turns, folks. 20 turns here and 3.36 miles per lap. A 41 lap race tonight. I know we have stage breaks, I believe, at lap 9. And let me pull up my data here. Lap 9, lap 18, and then the conclusion at lap 41. We have 5 sets of tires, 60% fuel. You can get about 13 to 15 laps on a tank of fuel. So be watching out that last stint for green flag pit stops. That should be very interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a good race. Most of these guys, they're used to turning left a lot. They're going to be turning right a lot here tonight. So we have a few, what we call road course ringers, I guess, in the field tonight. So it'll be interesting to watch some of these drivers try to move up and come up through the field here.
Yeah, absolutely, Dave. We do have, I know Travis Rodriguez, he's made a few of these races here with Quick Finishers Racing League. We know he's always fast when it comes to road courses. You have the regular guys with Quick Finishers Racing League, not to be set to the side, because Larry Stubblefield is always fast. Eric Thornton is at the top of the practice charts as we speak. Michael Kurgelak is fast. James Nelson is fast. This is just a fast league, Dave. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, each and every one of these drivers have been quick here throughout the season. Looking forward to it for sure, to see how some of the drivers that aren't typically feel like they're good on road courses, how they fare tonight.
Yeah, we've got about 4 minutes left in this practice session, so if these guys want to get any laps in here last second, they better be on track now, as it takes around 2 minutes. I think the fast times are like 2 minutes 16 seconds. 217, 218 through the field. I think you got up to some of the times are even like 230s. I know myself here. I'm pretty terrible at turning right unless I'm turning into a wall. So yeah, it's a very, very tricky track. Got a lot of really, really slow corners, slow tight corners, and you've got to be careful going through the S's here.
Yeah, this is a very technical road course, unlike some others, say like Watkins Glen, isn't quite as technical of a course as this. Like you said, there's 20 turns here, a lot of chances to make mistakes. So I think tonight it comes down to these drivers just limiting those mistakes, keeping the car on track, and trying to put yourself in position here late to go out and grab that win.
Yeah, absolutely. Last week's race winner, Larry Stubblefield, is currently second in practice. He's going to be challenging for back-to-back wins here.
Yeah, Larry's fast no matter what kind of track he puts himself on. So I expect him to be a front runner all night long, barring any incidents on track.
Yeah, absolutely. As we move to the blimp high above the Circuit of the Americas here in Texas. As you can see, there's a lot of turns to this track, folks. It's going to be very, very difficult for these drivers navigating these slow turns. Turn 1, I mean, you're almost basically parking, turning, and going back the other direction.
Yeah, these turns, most of these turns are really tight, really slow corners too. But to me, one of the trickiest spots, we've run this track a few times here, Hillbilly. So the toughest part of this track for me sometimes is down through the S's. Can get really slick through there, and you're trying to maintain as much speed as possible. But some of those little curbs and turtles down through there can really hurt the car if you go off track.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting off track at a road course can be very, very costly. Minimizing mistakes, making sure you're hitting the right gears, and getting up off the corner is going to be very, very important here to making a fast lap time. Some guys do it better than others. Me, I'm an oval driver. I don't like it. You can run the road courses, with the best of them. So, yeah, it's a skill. I mean, it takes for someone like me, it takes tons of practice to even get a decent lap time at a place like this. And for others, it comes natural.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, most of these drivers, they're used to and comfortable turning left, not having to downshift much. But here, you're downshifting a lot. You're on the brakes. You're left. You're right. Totally different style of racing. And like I said, it just takes time to learn it. I think all of these drivers can learn it. Just about taking the time to do it.
Yeah, coming up on the 2 o'clock hour, 2 p.m. hour here in Texas, in the sim, we're looking at about 80 degrees Fahrenheit with a track temp of 113. That's certainly not going to help these tires want to go the pointed direction, shall we say?
Yeah, this track is already slick enough as it is. Now you throw the heat in there with the high track temp. Going to be exciting. You're really going to have to focus on your braking points. Make sure you don't slide the tires. Keep it on track. And, like I said, put yourself in position near the end of the race.
Yeah, so here we are. This is race 6, I believe. And I hope I'm telling that right. But this is race 6. And with that, if we can get our cameras back here. Again, we switched over to qualifying, folks. Sometimes we tend to have to reset some cameras as the cars start to take the field again. Hopefully we'll get that back. I do see iracing.com on there, so it is a camera issue. Let's see if we can get in the right direction here, get a car leaving pit road, and it'll should help us out a bit.
Yeah, it looks like Eric Thornton's on track. He was our fastest. He's working his way around the track here to start lap 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what's happening with the camera system here. Oh, there we go. We finally popped back in. See, it takes a little time for this to load in sometimes. Let's catch up with Eric Thornton, who was our fastest, as he makes his way around this track. Real quick, Dave, while we're watching Eric take this, I guess, up to speed lap, should we say, let's go ahead and talk about, last week, Curtis Sauburn comes in 5th position here in race, that's what I was getting to, race 6 this week. We're going to take a real quick look at our current point system, if I can get the system to show it properly here. Curtis Sauburn is your points leader at 201 points in the regular season, with Kenneth Pack coming up second with 180 points. Greg Robertson is third with 178. James Nelson fourth. Eric Thornton is in fifth. Sixth is Greg Barnett. Seventh is Larry Stubblefield, who won last week. Looks like Zulu is in 8th with Michael Kurgelak 9th and Tyrone Yo 10th. 11th is Benny Campbell. 12th is Tommy Osborne. Tyler Nelson is 13th. 14th is James Bowden. 15th is Nathan Christensen. 16th is Rada. 17th is Kyle Purcell. 18th is Cam Harris. Now, a lot of these drivers, there are some more, but we're going to stop there at 18. For now, you got to be in the top, what is it, Dave? Top 16 to get through?
Yeah, I believe it's top 16 will advance at the end of regular season. Still a long way to go. I think there's something like 27 races in the regular season. We're only working race 6, so still a long way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is far from over, folks. And a win and you're in. A win and you're in as long as you complete the proper percentage amount of races here in the Quick Finishers Racing League. So, we're going to keep an eye on that all season long. Finally got that graphic up and working in a proper way. Waiting on our first driver that was out, Eric Thornton, to get his first lap underway so we can see what kind of times they're putting down here. We are the SimRacing Racing Network. This is the Quick Finishers Racing League. And go ahead, Dave.
No, it looks like Eric is up taking his first lap here, just worked his way through the S's. I'm going to come around and see what kind of lap he can put down here on lap 1.
This is a very, very long race. Yes, 41 laps. 41 laps long. But that just seems like forever here. Now, I don't mean time-wise. You're not gonna folks at home, don't worry, you're not gonna be here. We're not gonna keep you all night on your Friday night. Just a couple hours you can spend with us. If you are spending time with us, be sure and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of the action here on the SimWorld Racing Network. This race at COTA brought to you by AutoServ. Be sure to check them out for all of your car repair needs if you are in the Charlestown, West Virginia area. And if you're not, hey, if you happen to be traveling that way, might as well stop and get your oil changed, your spark plugs checked out, make sure everything's good, your battery tested, whatnot, so that you get home safely. Now that I'm done paying a few of the bills, Dave, back trackside here, watching Michael Kerslak make his way around the track. See if we can find some fantastic views for everyone at home.
Yeah, it looks like Travis Rodriguez is now taking the green flag to start lap 1 of his qualifying run as well. Looks like Larry Stubblefield is on track. Eric Thornton is about to finish lap 1 and see where he runs in. Larry Stubblefield puts a time of 2:16.49. Eric Thornton at a 2:16.79.
Yeah, so these times are very close so far. James Nelson comes in at a 2:17.90 on his first lap. Tyrone Yo with a 2:25.43. Top of the board. Zulu jumps to the top of the board with 2:16.06.
Nice lap there for Zulu.
Very
Was
nice
not
lap.
expecting that. But good run there for Zulu for sure.
This may be a road course ringer we don't know much about here tonight. I mean, we've seen Zulu race with us every week thus far this season, but I think this is the first road course I've seen him run on.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first road course they've come to in the schedule, so yeah, good to see Zulu up at the top.
Absolutely. Got it done in his pink and black number 98. Got it done so far now. There's still other drivers and more laps to be had here. The 82 is coming around to take his second lap. Not seen Juggles get a lap time in yet.
Travis is looking, he's coming through, I guess I call it the carousel, not too sure. That's going to be a trouble spot for me all night, is knowing what turn is what, but he's coming through the carousel, I'm going to call it right now. I'm headed down to turn 19.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull up a graphic, folks, for the folks at home. I'll get that once we get into race. I'll pull you up. Well, I guess we can. Nah, we'll wait.
Yeah, Juggles is going to complete lap 1 here. I don't think it registered a time. He may have had an off track on his first lap. So if he wants to register a time, he's going to have to keep it within the track limits here on lap 2.
Yeah, and this is somebody we expect to have a pretty good lap, or at least a pretty good race. Barring any issues, we look for him to be up there, battling out with these guys. But, we're going to have one heck of a close race here as Larry Stubblefield comes in with a 2:15.63 on his second lap. Oh, my goodness. Let's see if any of these other drivers pick it up on their second lap. See what Zulu comes in with. We see Michael Kerslak's first lap comes in at
Zulu's coming to complete lap 2 now. One's a 2:16 flat for Zulu, so he improved a little bit on lap 2. Not quite enough to catch Larry Stubblefield.
His brother Rada picks it up to 4th currently.
But for the folks at home, too, here on the road courses, iRacing has what they call track limits. You are expected to keep your car within the limits. If you run too far off course, it counts against you. And here in qualifying, the scrutiny is high. So you really have to focus on keeping that car within the limits on the track, not overrunning your corners much to score a timed lap here.
Yeah, I think when we ran here once before here recently, and I think I was over 100 times or something like that through the course of a 40-lap race off track. So tells you how terrible I am at it. See Rada still coming around for his second lap. Travis Rodriguez coming around for his second lap. Hopefully he'll get a score on this lap.
Yeah, so Rada, another one near the top here is surprising to see. I guess we're learning who the, like I said, the road course ringers may be here tonight.
Qualifying will be wrapping up here shortly, folks.
Looks like Travis Rodriguez coming to take lap 2, see if it scores him, and it does. P3 with a 2:16.04.
So we have Larry Stubblefield with a absolutely just out there in his own zip code, 2:15.63, almost 4/10 of a second over Zulu, with Travis Rodriguez in third. Fourth would be Thornton. Fifth is Rada. Sixth, Nelson. Osborne comes in seventh. Kerjelak 8th. Boone 9th. Campbell is 10th. Nelson is 11th. And Yo rounds out the field in 12th. Mark Hollifield Sr., Curtis Sauburn, and Michael Bover either decided not to take time or they had on-track issues that may have caused them not to get their time. But while the cars go to grid up here, we're going to jump over to some pre-race activities, and we will be right back.
Please rise if you're able and remove your hat as the United States Navy Band performs our national anthem.
As always, a huge thank you to the United States Naval Band for their performance of our national anthem. This is the SimWorld Racing Network. This is the Quick Finisher Racing League Cup Series at COTA, presented to you by AutoServ. Well, Dave, they should be gridding up here and getting ready to get this one underway as the pace car is now rolling off. Starting on the poles, Larry Stubblefield. Zulu starts second. Travis Rodriguez in third, Eric Thornton fourth. Rada starts in fifth with James Nelson sixth, Tommy Osborne seventh, Michael Kerjelak eighth, Michael Boone ninth, Benny Campbell 10th, Tyler Nelson 11th, 12th is Tyrone Yo, Michael Bover doesn't take a time, comes in at 13th, Curtis Sauber 14th with Mark Hollifield Sr. rounding out your top 15.
Yeah, like you said, they are on the grid pacing here. One lap around. They'll take green when they come back around to the start-finish line.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get it started. So there's likely not going to be... We're going to have our cautions at lap 9 and lap 18, as we told you before, but there's likely not going to be any cautions for cause. And what I mean by that is not for a crash, not for cars going off track. You're not going to have this big caution-filled race happening here. So, really, track position means a lot. Means a whole lot here.
Yeah, you'll just have the two-stage cautions, but we'll have what they call a local caution if someone's off track. The drivers will probably see a yellow flag just telling them, hey, someone's gone off track. I don't foresee admins or anybody having to throw a yellow for anything, but we shall see. And there, it looks like pace car is off. Coming to the green flag.
Here we go as they race inside the Geico restart zone. The green flag.
Green is out as they head down into turn 1. Up the hill.
Very tricky turn here. Very tricky turn. You can get a lot of cars wide and then have some jam ups if you're not careful. Oh, looks like we had a little contact in the back of the field. The car is headed down to turn 2, making their way in and through the S's. As the field starts to spread out, they snake their way through the S's here. Your leader is Zulu. He took that lead in turn 1 there.
Yeah, Zulu able to sneak it by there on that outside lane into turn 1 and come out as your leader. Larry Stubblefield's going to run second as we see Travis Rodriguez now putting pressure on Larry Stubblefield early here for second spot.
As they're coming into turn 10 now, down the hill, you see the huge elevation changes here. They work their way into the hairpin turn. And they're headed off.
Oh, Zulu around up front. Zulu's around. Top 3 are going to go by Zulu. He's going to fall in 4th, and he spins it out.
Oh, tough break for Zulu. Let's go see if we can catch that replay. That's exactly what happened to him there.
Yeah, it looks like he's got it spun around, but he's going to come out tail end of the field here.
Yeah, he
was tough break for
our
Zulu.
leader. Yeah, just gets in there a little hot, loses the rear end. The car comes around on him. Back up front, Larry Stubblefield is your new leader.
Change of spot for P2. Eric Thornton around Travis Rodriguez for the second spot. Looks like Travis Rodriguez is having a problem with brakes locking up on that car at the moment.
Yes, our drone
we got a wreck back here. Rada and the 75 around.
See what happened with Rada. Rada in the 89 there. Very tricky part of the track here too. You try to carry speed through there and he just loses the rear end. The 41 gets through. The 75, oh, the 89 tries to get going. 75 lost his bumper in the ordeal. Might not feel like much of a fair exchange there for the 75, but
But up front is Larry Stubblefield leading the way over Eric Thornton and Travis Rodriguez.
Thornton out of Florence, racing here in the Quick Finishers Racing League.
Yeah, Larry Stubblefield now is pulled out to a little bit of a gap here, over a second and a half over Eric Thornton.
Let me bring you up a track map, folks, so you can kind of see where your favorite driver is currently on track by their car number. Should see that in the top right corner of your screen. Guess what lap we're on, Dave? Still on lap 2. Yes.
Lap 2. This is a
track.
big track as Tyrone Yo goes off track there just a little bit.
Yeah, I see Mark Hallfield Sr. had a little bit of issues as well, it looks like, just before that.
Let's see. Yeah, Larry Stubblefield's lead has dropped to about a second now over Eric Thornton.
Yeah, he's still the fastest car on the track. Actually, his last lap was his fastest at a 2:17.08. So they're quite a bit slower than what they qualified. Obviously, you don't want to go burning the tires up early on in a run. So, yeah, the times are down a little bit, but 2:17.08, 2:18.16 for Eric Thornton last time by, 2:19.01 for Travis Rodriguez. You know, I say that, and then the top two, Larry Stubblefield comes in at 2:16.45 with Eric Thornton at 2:16.10, so he's gaining on our leader, 3/10 faster. Oh,
Larry missed the corner.
88 checks up to avoid hitting him, and Travis Rodriguez goes into second position.
Yeah, that last time by, Travis Rodriguez, the fastest car on the racetrack, like you said, a 2:15.74, almost a second over Larry Stubblefield. A little mishap there for Larry Stubblefield, but he is still currently your leader.
Tyler Nelson has had some issues. Not sure what's happened with Tyler. We'll try to jump back there and see. Tyler looking for Rookie of the Year honors here. It looks like it's going to be in turn 1. Coming up the hill, he's got Tyrone Yoda is inside. Right there. Tyrone, I think the two of them made contact, resulting in the 85 AutoServ car going around. We're going to get back up front as the battle is heating up between the 79 and the 82. And don't forget about Eric Thornton. He dropped back behind the 79 there, avoiding the 82 a bit. Oh, as the 79 smokes his left front getting into the turn.
Yeah, I've been watching 79. He's having an issue with lockup on that car. Not sure if he's going to be working on some brake bias stuff in that car to try to help that. So far, he's been struggling with that since the drop of the green flag.
Yeah, sadly though, Dave, I was just watching him, see if we can get a better view of it, and it looked to me like his rears were already glowing red. So dialing brake to the back, so it's not so red right there, but dialing brake to the back is likely not. Oh, see how red they get? Wow, it's got a lot of back brake in it already, but still locking up that front just a bit. As he's now dropped to 1.1 seconds behind our leader, Larry Stubblefield. It's another 0.8 of a second back to the 88 of Eric Thornton. Michael Kurgelak is some 10 seconds back of third place, but currently running in the 4th position. And if you happen to want to know where they are on track at the point in which we are watching them on camera, you can see that right there in your in the race graphic that we have. You'll see a little kind of those green hash marks around the P. The P is the camera of the person that I have highlighted. So we switch back to Vinny Campbell, running in that 5th position. We're showing Vinny in 5th, but not sure. That graphic is not showing the right thing, is it? Huh? Oh, there it is. So it's not. I'm not sure what the P is that's outlined. I had that wrong. It puts a green circle around the car that I have highlighted. Not sure what the P is all about. Playing with new toys here up in the booth, folks, here at the SimWorld Racing Network. That's what we do, is try to bring the best of the best technology to you each and every week. It's just a lot of times it's smarter than we are. Or I am, should I say.
Travis Rodriguez once again slowly kind of creeping in on Larry Stubblefield here, back to 2nd.
It's going to be fun to see how this shakes out over, 5 more laps to our first caution. And then everyone will get a chance to get fresh tires on and kind of reset, see where they stack up against one another. So, you look at some of these drivers that are currently 10 seconds back of our leader, or even back in 5th position, 18 seconds back. All of that distance disappears at this first caution flag.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking at someone like Rada, for instance, back in 6th place. But he is putting down lap times comparable to our top 3 running the 218 bracket. As we see that time by, Travis Rodriguez quickest once again on the racetrack with a 2:16.91, I should say. But yeah, Rada is someone back there. He's putting down good lap times along with Zulu, who had issues early. So I'm sure they're looking forward to this stage break to kind of get caught back up and try to run some clean laps and see what they can do.
See if I can get you some graphics with lap times on it so folks at home can see what we're talking about. So there's the gaps and the difference. some of that technology that ain't wanting to work right.
Travis Rodriguez once again putting the pressure on Larry Stubblefield here for the first position. Closing that gap ever so slightly.
He's got it down within a half a second here.
Yeah, he's looking at maybe 4 or 5 car lengths out in front to Larry Stubblefield. So definitely getting a little bit closer in his mirror each and every lap.
And not only that, they're starting to gap themselves from the 88. As you can see the gap right there. So they're heading off through 20. Across the start finish line and head up into turn 1. Larry Stubblefield is still your leader, followed by Travis Rodriguez. Make their way through turn 1. They'll be entering the S's. Very, very technical part for such a high-speed section of track. Very difficult for me to get through this part of the track without getting that off track.
You can kind of see there, Travis Rodriguez can get through the S's just a tick better than the 82 right now at this stage in the race. So, Larry's kind of keeping note of that and where Travis is better than he is at the moment. Travis moves to his inside. He's going to take a look down here into, I believe might be the hairpin. Not too sure. Sorry, folks. Oh! As Travis gets a little loose, that's going to allow Stubblefield to get back door to door with him.
As it's a drag race down towards the next sharp left-hander.
Hard on the brakes for this left-hander right here.
Travis Rodriguez looks to be able to outbrake the 82 into that turn.
And new leader, give it to the 79 of Travis Rodriguez. As you see Eric Thornton back in the picture here a little bit. He's closed the gap back.
Larry Stubblefield not going away. Let's jump on the gyro cam and ride along a little bit with Larry Stubblefield here as he is trying to catch back up to that 88. Looks like there's a lap car that's going to be coming up on here shortly as they head into 1. Oh, excuse me, not 1. Yes, 1. Huh.
Yeah, down through the S's. They're going to be catching a slower car here. Mark Holofield in that 4. He's just now coming out of the S's. Heading down to where Mark has spun off the track. Backing back onto the track. Oh boy, that was close. They work their way down through turn 10. This is the hairpin right here. Turn 11 or the hairpin.
That is such a crazy, crazy turn right there.
As they work their way down the long straightaway here, headed towards turn 12, heavy braking zone.
see a battle heating up between Zulu and Rada. About a 1 second difference in the two. Maddie's Angels on the side of that 89 for Rada. James Nelson wants to be a part of the party, but he's currently having to fight off Benny Campbell.
Oh, Rada and Zulu into each other down here in the hairpin, or turn 15.
Yeah, that just helped the 75 and the 27 and this one catch up to him. Close that gap. Back out front. Travis Rodriguez still leading the way here as they're rounding lap 841.
Yeah, Larry Stubblefield not going away yet, keeping it right there, nice and tight with Travis Rodriguez. They work their way through the S's now.
They make their way up the hill here to turn 8. It's a great battle for this lead. Coming back down the hill, turn 10, heading toward the hairpin.
Yeah, the front two now separated themselves from Eric Thornton back in third by over 3.5 seconds now. We're working lap 8. When they come back around, they should get the yellow flag, which indicates the end of stage 1. Travis kind of goes wide there. Down through turns 15.
Really breaking hard was the 82 to try to catch that 79 there.
I think Larry trying to push for all he's got to try to grab a stage win. They work their way down through turns 19 and 20.
I don't know if we're going to see the caution at the beginning of this lap or towards the end of it, Dave, to be honest.
Oh, that is true. It could be probably at the end of this lap. You're right.
Rodriguez and Stubblefield battling through the S's as Stubblefield closes into the rear bumper of the 79.
A heck of a battle here for the top spot on the what should be the final lap of the stage.
'82 is looking to the inside of the 79, can't quite get there.
Oh, Travis runs wide, is going to get him side by side maybe. Like they're going to have to settle a single file once again.
Heading down to the sharp left-hand turn at the bottom of the hill. Rodriguez seems to excel right there. He really got those rear rotors blowing.
Yeah, he locked up looked like the left front there a little bit, right
again.
front there. Ooh.
New leader on the final lap of the stage. The 82, 79 fighting back to the inside. I believe they're turn 15. Nope, maybe not.
Yeah, I think Travis has got to work something out here with his brake bias. He's been locking those fronts up all race long.
Yeah, and I
Pushing hard, sliding that car, trying to find a way.
Cost him the stage win here. Oh, as he gets right back to the back bumper of the 82. drag race to the start finish line. It's going to be the 82. It's the 79 with all kinds. So is the 88. All kinds of sideways off the corner.
Caution is out. That'll be the end of stage 1. Your stage 1 winner will be Larry Stubblefield, followed by Travis Rodriguez. Third goes to Eric Thornton. Fourth will be Michael Kurjalak. Fifth, Zulu. Sixth goes to Rada. Seventh is Benjamin Campbell. Eighth, Tommy Osborne. Ninth, James Nelson. And rounding out that final spot for stage points will be Michael Boone in that 10th position.
Man, I don't know. That was pretty exciting. Really exciting battle for that top spot. This is the SimWorld Racing Network, the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series, COTA, presented to you by AutoServ. If you'd like to get in contact with the admins over at Quick Finishers Racing League, you can jump on Facebook.com, search QFRL. If you're interested in sponsoring a race, a car, or if you want to get behind a wheel of one yourself, get a hold of these guys. They can hook you up with all the information you need to make all of that cool stuff happen. Again, that's Facebook.com, search QFRL. If you'd like to get in contact with Dave, myself, or Nathan, who does broadcasting over on the other one, you can get a hold of us at Facebook.com/SWRN. Facebook.com, search SWRN.
Yeah, so that was an exciting first stage here. Unfortunately, Travis Rodriguez, with a little bit of braking issue, gave that lead away late there on that final lap of the stage, handing the stage win over to Larry Stubblefield. They're all going to probably hit pit road here, top off with fuel, maybe some tires, and go at it again. The two drivers I'm kind of looking for to see what they do here in stage 2 is Zulu and Rada. They showed speed in qualifying and in practice. Had a few little issues early on. See if they can correct those issues and keep driving their cars towards the front of this field here in stage 2.
You know, these guys are so much alike, Zulu and Rada. And not just because they're twins, but we always see them racing together, either helping each other on restrictor play races, or they always seem to find each other on track. They have about the same speed, carrying good speed here today. So, yeah, that was my little twin joke of the day. That's all I could come up with. They're the 89 and 98. It's a mirror of one another. There we are. Guess the second one. But that's all I have. So, as we watch these drivers come around, they've caught the pace car, following the pace car around. Should be, let's see. Waiting for these guys to come around and get an open pit. You said that, see what they're going to do. We know they're going to take some fuel and maybe some tires. I believe everybody's taking 4 tires. The way that the 2 of the top 3 drivers were spinning their rears coming up off of turn 20 to come to the finish line here for the end of the stage. Yeah, they need tires.
Yeah, the only drivers I see maybe taking fuel only to gain maybe a few spots, maybe some drivers back deeper in the field. We know how much track position means here. So, take a chance maybe now. You get another little short run to the end of stage 2. I think where it gets interesting is going to be the final stage, the last run. You're going to have to probably make a green flag stop at some point there. That's where I think the fuel and tires are going to come into play.
You make a really good point, Dave. That could potentially, because the gap gets so big here so quick from car to car, that yes, staying out, or not staying out, but taking I don't know how 2 tires would help you, but taking no tires and fuel only, for example, would gain you a lot of track position. And let's say if you're currently sitting back here where Tyler Nelson or Tyrone Yo are 12th and 13th, and you decided to stay out, that cycles you to the lead. Or not stay out, but take fuel only. That would cycle you to the lead, most likely. And yes, if you lost 5 spots, you are still up, 6 or 7 spots from where you were previously. And that would be easier to maintain as the gap grows car to car over the first few laps of this run. But there again, we're only going to have maybe 5-6 laps before the next stage. Lap 18, we're already circling lap 11, and we haven't come to the pits yet. And it's a scribbled circle. I say circling, but you know what I mean. Scribbled circle.
Yeah, and I think it's about 13 to 15 laps on a tank of fuel. So these drivers will have to at least come down and maybe put a little bit of fuel in the tank. But we'll see how this plays out. Maybe some of these drivers near the back, where it's going to be just such a short run to the end, I can see some of these drivers maybe just taking a little bit of fuel and getting back out there to try to make up some points there for stage 2.
Leader Larry Stubblefield. Let's see where we tracking. I believe we're coming through the carousel now. If you're watching at home, be sure to drop your favorite driver or who you think's going to win this race. Didn't mean to do that. Into the chat. Let's see what we have going on.
We know who Catalin, I believe. We know who she's cheering for.
And hello
is with us here. Yeah, here with us each and every week. So we appreciate the support, Nadalyn. That's Kibos, that's Kyle in the chat. Michael Bovair, who started the race, looks like he dropped out. Too bad he wasn't so tired he could finish the race. But he is here as well. So appreciate all of you joining in and participating in the chat here. We love to see it.
Yeah, we see. I see Kebabs out there, kind of rooting juggles on. Says he has it if he doesn't beat himself.
That's a little inside joke, I think, for folks within these leagues. Yeah. See what these drivers do. Looks like they're all on pit road. Right sides are up. Looks like it's going to be 4 tires and fuel.
Of course,
I don't see the right side on the 88. 88 took fuel only. He is out. He's going to be your leader.
Yeah, as Travis Rodriguez is coming off pit road, it's a tough battle between, I believe Rodriguez got it off pit road there.
Yeah, I like the call by the 88 of Eric Thornton. Taking fuel only is we're just going to have a handful of laps. Finish stage 2. I think that's a good call right there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one because of where he was at, right? So he was sitting in 3rd position. So with him being in 3rd, coming into the pits, I think he's gonna lose more than 2 positions.
I don't know. I feel looking at the times, they were still running times in the 216, 217 bracket. Prior to those pit stops. I don't think the tire fall off is as big as what we think it may be, but this will be an interesting little test here for the 88. Looks like the 88 is the only driver who did not take 4 tires, took fuel only.
Yeah, and that netted him the lead here at COTA for the Quick Finisher Racing League. This race presented by AutoServ. AutoServ Automotive up in Charlestown, West Virginia. And I say up in, it might be for you, Dave. I believe it's down in, right? So depends on where you are
south.
In the country. Make your way that direction.
I am up here in the Great White North, wishing I was actually literally in Texas right now. 80 degrees outside. I would absolutely enjoy every minute of that.
Yeah, Dave, you should have just broke out your heat blanket and wrapped it around you, and you'd have been right there in Texas, virtually and physically feeling it. All right,
if you're a driver here like Travis Rodriguez, Larry Stubblefield, Zulu, I think you kind of pay attention to the 88 and his strategy here, because this is something that may want to look at in that last stage as far as taking fuel only, if it pays off here for the 88.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you could do that on the second stage break, though, Dave.
No, I'm talking the stage after the second. The run to the end, you're going to have to make a green flag stop. And that's going to be a decision you make, right? Either 4 tires and fuel or fuel only during that green flag stop. So pay attention to how this works out for the 88.
And for the folks at home, just in case you were curious, track temperature still at 113 degrees Fahrenheit, so it is not cooling down in Texas. Lights are out on the pace car. We will go green this time by in the Geico. I don't even know if there is a Geico restart zone here at this track. I don't think there is. But I believe it's on the green flag. So on the green flag, the 88 will lead us to it. And we'll see these drivers battle into turn 1, up the hill, and then into treacherous turn 1.
And the 88 was, really fast and strong early on in the first part of stage 1, and he kind of fell back a little bit. Not sure if he was struggling with maybe some on-track stuff or what was going on, but he's going to have a chance to show us right now what he has starting from the pole position on this restart.
Down towards turn 20. Start finish line is going to be just past the turn here. Fire off. Top 3 pull away. Zulu in fourth.
Down the hill. Up into turn 1, I like to say.
Oh, 98 on the outside. Tries to make something happen there.
I think they all make it through cleanly. 88's going to lead them down here through the S's. Travis Rodriguez hot on the tail of the 88 down through the S's here.
Starting to gap out from the 82 just a bit. I know that driver of the 82, that's just because he's saying, nah, not yet, boys. But, there's only a few laps here. There's only a handful full of laps. Five more laps, and we will be going back to a caution.
Oh, looks like the 88 slipped up, but so did the 79. As they head down here to the hairpin, I believe. Rodriguez all over the back of the 88. Oh, we got one sideways back there. Look at Benny Campbell saves it.
See if Travis Rodriguez tries to go to the inside of the 88 here. This is where he's been making his moves. The 82 looks to the inside. Can't make it happen yet.
Looks like the 79 had a little bit of issue there getting on the brakes.
As did the 98. He got right to the back bumper of the 82. Almost makes contact and then avoids that contact, but he swings wide there for that third position. Now the gap is opening up just a bit. Michael Kerjelak in 5th position. Still trying to make things happen. So we see the 27 of Benny Campbell. Got that ship righted and going in the right direction. Curtis Sauber is up to the 7th position, up 7 spots from his 14th place starting position. And then number 54, he gets us machine.
Rodriguez still on the back bumper of the 88 as they head down into turn 1.
As they now heading toward the S's. Can we get a rocket ship? I think we could, but they'd probably wouldn't be so happy with me for saying that. Rocket ship. So we're now looking back at that 88 machine from the fastest drone on the planet. So you see Travis Rodriguez close right in on the back of the 88. Oh, he gets really loose. Really sideways does the 79. Does it again.
Yeah, the 79's really pushing hard here, trying to catch that 88. Last time by, though, Travis Rodriguez's fastest car on the racetrack at a 2:15.74 compared Oh, sorry, that's looking at the wrong one.
Yeah, he was
two
actually about
tenths
2 tenths
behind.
slower than Eric Thornton.
Looking at the wrong stat, I apologize.
That's all right, Dave. There's a lot of numbers on the screen.
I think there's too many, and I was not good at math, so.
It is so easy to not see what you're actually trying to read. I do it, I think, every time we broadcast, but that's okay. Still the best. We are the best broadcasters in the business tonight with the Quick Finishers Racing League.
Yeah, Travis Rodriguez right now, I think, is pushing too hard. He's still got a lockup issue with his front tires. He's still battling that issue for Travis Rodriguez.
So what is it, Dave, that he can do about that?
There's not so much you can do now in the moment. All you can do is maybe keep trying to dial back your front brake bias a little bit, get some more brake towards the rear of that car. But who knows? Maybe that's how he likes it. But from my angle, it looks like he's locking up a little bit more than he probably wants to.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a whole lot of fun to us, but behind that wheel, maybe he's having a blast. This is right in his wheelhouse, as they say. No happier driver right now than the 88, as he holds a comfortable 0.8 of a second lead over second place Travis Rodriguez. It's second and a half, or 2.5 seconds almost behind the leader is the 82 of Larry Stubblefield, our stage 1 winner, followed by Zulu. He's currently 3 seconds back. Michael Kurgelak in 5th. Right about almost 6 seconds behind the leader. Benny Campbell, a couple more seconds back of him. The 54 of Sauber. Still in 7th. 8th is Tommy Osborne. It's a good run for Tommy today. 75 AutoServ Ford of James Nelson, James Babyface Nelson, running in the 9th position with Michael Boone 10th. Rada has fallen 6 positions from his starting position back to 11th. Tyrone Yo is 12th with Tyler Nelson 13th. A lap or more down at the moment is the 4 of Hollifield Sr. And Michael Bovair has retired, as we saw in the comments. I think he is tired, is what he was telling us there. So I'm going to go get some rest for him, as the battle for the lead is heating up again. Within a half second is Travis Rodriguez. Looks like about 4 car lengths on track.
Yeah, we are working lap 15 of 41. I believe, when was that stage caution? Lap 18, as Rodriguez has an issue there. Keeps it on track, keeps it straight somehow.
Really closes in. That's why his brakes are sliding. Did you see how much and he gets loose off the corner again. So Dave, I think you were right now, man. I have to kind of back up what I was saying. The 88's done a heck of a job holding off these guys with fresher tires.
Yeah, I thought that was the right call. I think tire wear is not. I mean, you're still seeing these drivers now, like the 88, still the fastest car. Fastest car on the racetrack for the 2:15.42. So these times have not fallen off, which tells me tire wear is not much of an issue here tonight. I think you'll see all these drivers maybe put on 4 tires here at the end of stage 2. Maybe just a few only stop under the green flag on that last run.
Yeah, David, it kind of makes sense. As the 82 is not catching the 79, it kind of makes sense what you were saying there. Of why this is, the 82 is now looking to the inside of, I say the inside, but the left side of the 79. He completes that pass, heading into 1.
Yeah, I think Rodriguez is a little aggressive right here. He's been sliding his tires around a lot, and that's allowed the 82 of Larry Stubblefield to finally make that move on Travis Rodriguez.
Yeah, with 6 laps in this stage, after the cautions were over, what I didn't take in, I failed to take into consideration, Dave, is that it takes a good lap and a half, 2 laps for your tires to get warmed up. So the driver who did not change tires, the 88, has tires. Yeah, they've cooled a little bit. They've cycled a little bit, but they're still going to be quite a bit warmer than those guys who started off on fresh tires at the end of that stage.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a big advantage, especially on that initial restart. Able kind of set sail a little bit and give himself a little bit of a gap. So,
Yeah, all things being equal as far as temperatures go now, it would be a tire wear thing. But as you say, it doesn't appear to be that there's really any tire wear occurring here, or minimal at best. Even with the hot slick track that we're seeing here today.
yeah, looking back through the field a little bit, Zulu, nice recovery for him from the first stage up to that fourth position now. Good recovery for him. Not too sure what happened to Rada. Him and Zulu started pretty much side by side there on that last restart. Rada has fallen down to the 9th position, so not too sure what happened there. We may have missed it. But good run for Kerjalak, Benny Campbell, James Nelson, Tommy Osborne, all in the top 10 there, along with Michael Booth.
Larry Stubblefield's been able to pull away from Rodriguez as he continues to drop back through the field. But out front is Eric Thornton, is your leader. He's really getting it done here in the latter stages of this stage, or latter laps of this stage. Probably a better way to put that.
Yeah, it looks like these drivers are working lap 17.
So we should see the caution at the end of lap 18, as we did at the end of lap 9. '82 is closing in a little bit, ever so slightly. He's got it down to just 1.1 seconds now. Really starting to bring it on here late with 1 lap to go. Can he make up that 1 second difference between he and the 88? He was our pole sitter.
Yeah, I think on this final lap, it comes down to if the 88 makes a mistake, I think the 82 will be right there to capitalize on it. Right now, down through the S's, so far so good for the 88 here in stage 2.
Yeah, the 88's holding up pretty well. Not sure he's going to make any mistakes there. But it's everybody makes them. It's possible. Hoping to catch that turtle, just to show the folks at home what happens when you hit that yellow thing. Not good.
The 82 now has got down to under a second here, about 0.8 behind the 88. They worked their way down through, I believe, the hairpin.
Yep, into the hairpin, really closed it in tight. So it's going to be this braking zone here at the end. If the 82 has a shot at taking this top spot and sweeping the stages. Both cars under braking there. The 82 got closed in quite a bit on the 88. Everyone trying to get the best finish they can here in the stage, take those valuable stage points, but that top spot is worth more, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. You win a stage, that's 1 bonus point towards the championship playoff. So winning it, and it looks like yellow was out.
Okay, so they wanted to pick up the pace car, so they've gone ahead and called it.
It looks like, yeah.
I'm sure there was
Stage-
some agreement there.
The Stage 2 winner is going to be the 88 of Eric Thornton, followed by Larry Stubblefield in second. Travis Rodriguez brings it home in third here in Stage 2. Fourth will go to Zulu. Fifth, Michael Kerjalak. Sixth, Benjamin Campbell. Seventh, James Nelson. Eighth, Tommy Osborne. Ninth, Rada. And that final points paying position here in Stage 2 goes to the 5 of Michael Boone.
We only pay out points for the top 10 in the stages, folks. It's 10 for the leader or for the winner, and 1 for 10th place. But that 1 point means a whole heck of a lot come playoffs, or if you don't have a win and you need to point your way in. That 1 point can be the difference between watching the playoffs. And what I mean by watching is watching it from in-car while you're still racing, but not being a part of the big dance, or having a shot at a championship, or at least the starting rounds of it.
We've seen championships come down to be decided by 2 points. So the more points you can get, the better your odds are. So yeah, I mean, it's every point matters at this point, even this early in the season.
Well, I mean, Dave, to be honest, we've seen some finishes, some season points be decided by who had the best finish in a previous race.
You are correct on that one as well.
Which means that there was a tie in the points, and you had to actually go back and look at who had the best overall finishes up to that in that stage or up to that point. So Larry Stubblefield bleaks out just a little bit. Pace car has all of the cars here as we're heading up the hill and into the hairpin turn.
While these drivers are working around the track, I'm going to step away for just a second, Hillbilly.
Not a problem. We got it covered right here on the SimWorld Racing Network. You're home for some of the best racing on the service. This is iracing.com. Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series presented to you today by AutoServ at COTA. If you're not familiar, if this is your first time watching us here on SimWorld Racing Network, we cover the Quick Finishers Racing League every Friday night following the Cup schedule. They are running the Cup schedule just a little bit behind it right now. I think the off weeks will be a little bit different. We also have on Sunday nights, Dave and I are back in the booth here for the Truck Series for the All-American Racing League. Now, the All-American Racing League Truck Series this Sunday, I'm going to see where we're going. Looks like this Sunday the Truck Series will be off, as it is Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Good Friday to you as well. I don't know why I've let that one slide by me, but I did. Nonetheless, the trucks will be off this week. The next Sunday night race will be at Kansas on the 14th. So there's a couple weeks off for the trucks. Then you come back on the 14th here on Sunday. But we also have a Tuesday night event, as I hit the wrong button there. We also have a Tuesday night event. That is the All-American Racing League Cup Series, driving these same next-gen type cars that you see here. A lot of the same drivers are in that series as well. And we are headed off to, oh my goodness, Talladega. Talladega, one of the biggest and fastest ovals that we go to, 2.66 miles. Should be a lot of fun. Be sure to check that out on Tuesday nights at about 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on SimWorld Racing Network. All these drivers are on pit road. We're going to watch this leader. I'm sure he's going to go ahead and take 4 tires this time. I imagine everyone will be.
Yeah, that would be my guess. I'm guessing everybody's going to take 4 tires and fuel, and then we'll see what drivers do on their pit stop in this last run. As a 79 missed his box, had to back it up along with the 98.
Yeah, and sometimes these pits look a little bit strange here. As we see the first car off, is going to be, I think that'll be the 88, followed by the 82. Travis Rodriguez is off third. Fourth is Michael Kerjlak. James Nelson comes off fifth position. Benny Campbell sixth. Zulu kind of lost a couple spots there, sliding through his box. Tommy Osborne is eighth. Rada ninth. Michael Boone 10th. Curtis Sauburn is 11th. Let's dial up Curtis Sauburn on the radio there, Dave. See if we can get a hold of him for a lap around with Curtis Dale.
All right. Let me bring him in. Where is Curtis? Come on, Curtis. Here we go.
Curtis Sauburn. You got Dave and Dave up here in the booth, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, I guess.
You're setting it. Well, it looks good out there, man. You got your he gets us 54 machine.
Absolutely, it's Easter weekend, buddy. I gotta represent.
Man, represent, absolutely. Well, happy Easter to you. Listen, man. You got anything for these guys tonight?
Absolutely not. I am not good at road course racing. I'm just gonna hold up the rear back here and try not to wreck these guys that are super fast.
Well, are you open mic tonight, or are you push to talk?
I am open mic, sir.
Okay, great. That means you can tell us all about this track as you make your laps around, and we ride along with you for a lap with Curtis Dale.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
Hey, look, it is going to be the best showing we've ever had on one of these. It's only the second one, but it's going to be the best one. You're going to have a fine lap, and we're going to be right along with you. Don't worry, you're not alone.
I appreciate it. How's it looking? How's it looking up front anyway?
It's been a heck of a race for the lead between the 79 who sets in third, Larry Stubblefield who sets in second, Eric Thornton who's currently first, and we've had Eric and Larry win stages here tonight. So it's been a really good battle.
Yeah, they're 7 seconds faster than me. I don't know where they're getting it, but more power to them.
Hey, this is not, we've been explaining to the folks at home, this is not an easy track, so don't be a bit nervous. We're just riding here on your helmet cam, so if you hit something with your head, don't hit it too hard. We'll have to switch to the gyro cam.
I'll try not to. Yeah, me and James got into it last run. He took a corner wide, and I wasn't going to let him back on the track, but I know next time to give him room because he's going to force himself back on the track.
And that's the way it happens sometimes. But, folks, we are riding along with Curtis Dale Sauburn. He's going to give us a lap around this track at speed, just coming up to speed and then getting through these 20 corners here. We'll be quiet while he's doing so and let him explain to us when he's available to and when he's able to what exactly he's experiencing in car, so you folks at home can get a little closer to your TV screens right now so you can feel like you're the one behind the wheel of this thing. Coming through the carousel now. Just a couple turns left and we'll get this thing going. So we're going to go ahead and be quiet for now and just let you kind of take it over.
All right, buddy. I really appreciate you guys doing the broadcast. Y'all are awesome every week. Anybody listening that wants to join, hit myself up or James Nelson and we'll get you in the league. But we're going to come to green right here. Get up behind Rada here. You're down to first. And try not to spin my tires. This corner is always my worst. And we're going. Up to third, fourth, and we're going to start braking right about here. Down to first. It's going to be 3 wide. Squeeze the car in there. Oh, spun the tires a little bit coming off that corner. Try not to go through here single wide or double, but I think we're going to. No. Someone's off the track. I think that's James. He's back on. Tommy's going to give him some room here. Try to hug this corner. It's tight so I can get this run. Tommy's on my inside here. Me and Tommy touched a little. Car's a little loose right through there, as y'all can probably see. Down to first again. Rod is going to come in my inside. I'm going to give him room. And then it's hammer down all the way to fifth. Braking zone's coming up right here. Down to first. Here comes Tyler. Tyler took that a little wide. I stay in first here. Some people are in second. This part of the track is always my worst. I'm the slowest through here. Take this corner a little wide. Got a yellow flag. I don't know what's going on. Benny's spun around. Up to second. Pushed. Almost spun out. This is entertaining for people at home right here. All right, boys. Oh, that's a lap around COTA.
All right, man. That's awesome as he's heading now down through turn 20, heading back to the start-finish line. That was a lap around with Curtis Dale. Thank you very much, Curtis. We're going to send you back. Good luck the rest of the
Absolutely.
race.
All right, boys. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. That was fun. I hope you guys at home enjoyed that. It's nice of Curtis to go ahead and do that for us here on the service. Give the folks at home a look at what it is inside these cars, what he's able to see out his windshield and across his hood as he makes his laps around this track.
Yeah, while we were away, we missed the lead change. Larry Stubblefield around the 88 of Eric Thornton, along with Travis Rodriguez following Larry up through to take over that second position. As now Juggles is wide off through the corner. Looks like that's going to hand the second position back to Eric Thornton.
You see the 82 smoking the tire down into left front, down into the hairpin there. You know, it amazes me. We were riding along with Curtis there, and it just amazes me. It really showed, I think, the folks at home how difficult it is to do what these guys are doing, and what we do on Sundays and on Tuesdays. It's just not. It's not easy. It's fun, but it's definitely not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, there's no question about it, especially when we get here to the road courses. It takes a whole different type of discipline here to calm yourself down and get through these corners and battle at the same time.
Yeah, I think what really impressed me was watching him save that thing. You know, it was completely sideways, and he was still able to pull it back in, kind of woe it down, pull it back in, and not spin the car out. He minimized the damage and time that could have been done. So we see the 98 of Zulu making a move around Michael Kurgelak, takes that position away, takes over the fourth position. Something happened with Curtis. Let's go see if we can find out what happened with Curtis here. Catches the grass there. Oh, tough break. Barely noses it into the inside wall, but puts himself in the inside wall nonetheless. Had to back that thing up and get it righted. I think the grass was definitely what caused him the problem there. So we see Kurgelak in the 98 of Zulu battling it out for this fourth position. Now the 75 is in the mix as he is now looking to the side of the 98, trying to take that position, falls back in line down the long straight. Michael Boone gaining a little bit on Benny Campbell, 27. Rada is about 6 seconds ahead of this pack, trying to chase down the one of Tommy Osborne. The leader about 1.3 seconds. Is Larry Stubblefield. He's heading back toward the start-finish line. 19 laps to go. They're coming to 18 laps now. As they head up the hill into turn 1. Smoking that left front on this, the 82.
Yeah, last time by Larry Stubblefield, the fastest car on the racetrack with a 2:15.04, 2:15.48, so about 0.4 of a second quicker than Eric Thornton in that 88.
So we just saw Travis Rodriguez jump the turtle. That is not what you want to happen. If it does, you want it to happen like that, though. Where you stay in a straight line, you stay on track, really didn't lose any speed. It smacks that thing, which lifts the side of these cars up so much. And when we're talking about turtle, folks, we are talking about, let's see if I can pull this up for you. These yellow humps right in the center of your screen. You see those in the apex of the corner. Let's keep drivers from cutting that too much. They put that there where you're just basically going to trash your car when you hit it. Maybe not trash your car in the sim as much as you're going to jump it. And it throws the car off balance pretty badly. I hit so many of them in my race here, I thought I was going to become a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle if I were only a teenager. Definitely mutant, definitely turtled.
No changes up front. Stubblefield still your leader, followed by Eric Thornton and Travis Rodriguez. Micah Kurgelak is about 8.5 seconds behind our leader here in the 4th position. James Nelson rounding out your top 5.
Coming to 16 to go. Take that back. We are on 17 to go. So heading up into turn 1 as the leaders. Going to kind of watch the S's here a little bit, see if we can catch some turtle hoppers. So now coming down the hill and into the S's. Top 3 clean so far. No, oh, there was a turtle hop out of the 88. Mostly clean. The 88 kind of caught one just a little bit, but not so bad. 82 Stubblefield out 2 seconds over Eric Thornton in the 88. Travis Rodriguez is 3rd. Michael Kurgelak is 4th. James Nelson rounds out your top 5. James Nelson rocking the 75 AutoServ card. AutoServ. Check them out in Charlestown, West Virginia to get your car repaired, worked on, serviced. Everything you need done to it right there at AutoServ. Be sure and check them out. We seriously appreciate AutoServ sponsoring tonight's race and several races throughout this season for the Quick Finishers Racing League. Shout out to one of the other sponsors that's been a sponsor here as well, the Night Owl Souls, which you see on the 82 machine of Larry Stubblefield.
Yeah, right now Larry Stubblefield has this thing on autopilot, I feel. Slowly up to 2 seconds now over Eric Thornton.
Yeah, and he was still faster this last time by almost a half second over the field. So we're coming to 16 to go.
And remember, folks, these drivers will have to hit pit road for fuel here at some point. They'll be closing in on their fuel window here in the next lap or two.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of things can happen. That becomes a very dangerous time as a driver coming to pit road, especially if you're one of these drivers up in the front. You want to just take it easy. I mean, I know you're going to give up a little bit of time. You want to just try to stay with the guys you're running with. Don't let there be any major issues that a speeding penalty can just destroy your race here.
Yeah, the battle is heating up for that second position. Travis Rodriguez is now closed right to the back bumper of the 88 as they work their way down here, headed towards the hairpin.
Yeah, Travis may have just backed off, let his tires kind of cool down there. Tire heat can make these things feel sloppy, but then there he is spinning his rears coming off the turn.
We've seen that out of Juggles all night long, sliding the rear tires, sliding the front tires, but he's still right there in the mix, hunting the 88 car.
James Nelson holding a little bit of a gap over Zulu in the 98. About a 1 second gap is that battle. Got about a second gap between 6th place Tommy Osborne and 7th place Rada. Michael Kerjelak is 8th. 9th is Michael Boone. Curtis Sauber made his way up into the 10th position, being chased now by that 27 of Benny Campbell. Oh, Benny Campbell almost hits him under braking there. It slides through, ends up off track, saves the car, lives to fight another day. 15 to go in this 41 lap race here at COTA, presented to you by AutoServ. This is the SimWorld Racing Network. I am David Hillbilly Hara. And I have David Lerfano. Is that other voice you hear here on the screen? You saw our ugly mugs a little bit earlier. If you didn't catch that, then be sure to go back and watch it, because you don't want to miss getting to see some clowns like us.
Who you calling clown?
I mean, Dave, you were wearing a big red nose. I don't know what else to say.
True, yeah, I don't know either, but yeah. Larry Stubblefield out to a 3.5 second lead now over Eric Thornton.
The funny thing is now, Dave, we got folks thinking, wait a minute, did I miss him wearing a big red nose? You better go back and check. Wait, Larry is now 7 seconds ahead of Eric Thornton.
Yeah, that changed in a hurry.
That did. I'm not sure what happened, but
I might have missed something.
I must
like
have.
Eric Thornton is. I'm showing
We've
Eric
got a
Thornton.
bunch of crashes. It looks like happening.
Yeah. You go back and see what happened here.
So there's Travis Rodriguez and Eric Thornton. Let's see what happened with these guys.
Oh yeah, a little bit of contact there between the 79 and 88. Not sure what really transpired.
Oh, yeah, that lost these guys a lot of time.
Yeah, it looks like the 79 kind of snuck his nose in there late. 88 didn't realize he was there.
Let's see.
You're right. Lost a ton of time to our leader.
We'll see if we can get another angle of that, folks. There's obviously not a battle for the lead happening at the moment. So we're going to go back and look at that again, see if we can get a better vantage point, see exactly what happened between these two drivers. So see, the 79 gets a run here, starts to peek to the inside. Okay. I think he was moving. He made that move to the inside and kind of showed his nose to the 88. I'm not sure the 88 realized the run that the 79 had to his inside there. But yeah, contact was made. Both these drivers are now 5.7 seconds back. So they gained a lot of that time back already, or at least Eric Thornton has. He's starting to pull away from Travis Rodriguez, and ever so slowly, I don't want to say gaining, because he's really not gaining. They were 3 seconds slower last lap. We'll have to see what it is at the start-finish this time by. Last lap, Eric Thornton was 3 seconds slower than, that must have been the lap they had trouble. It's 3 seconds slower than the 82, and of course the rest of the field, as was Travis Rodriguez. 54th, Curtis Saubern still holds on to that 10th position up from where he started over Benny Campbell in the 27. A three-way battle kind of starting to come here between Rada, Kerjelak, and Boone. Or no, I take that back. Rada, Kerjelak, and Osborne in the 1. Osborne has the 6th position, Kerjelak 7th, and Rada is 8th. As we see Kerjelak just light those rear tires up, kind of gets it sideways there, able to hold on to the position for now. James Nelson and Zulu battling it out for that 4th position. As James has it currently in the 75 AutoServ car. He's being harassed a little bit by Zulu in the 98 pink and black car. I like it. But on cruise control in his own zip code. Hey, Dave, did you hear they were putting a new Walmart in Texas? Yeah, it's one of them super centers. I think they're putting it between the 82 and the 88 at the moment.
I knew something was coming. I just wasn't sure.
It's just my old corny jokes. I'll try to limit those, keep those to a minimum today. But yeah. The 82s extends his lead to 6.2 seconds.
Yeah, that little issue between Eric Thornton and Travis Rodriguez was devastating for those two drivers, allowing Larry Stubblefield to just slip away here, doing what they can. We know a pit stop is coming as we're coming to 13 to go. I would suspect these drivers in the next, 2 or 3 laps, I would think.
Yeah, and I don't know, Dave. I mean, I think we talked about it a little bit. I mean, is there any real benefit to short pitting, or do you run this thing out?
I think you're going to have to run it out just on fuel mileage alone, I believe. I think 13, what I was seeing was 13 to 15 laps on a tank of fuel. So they were last in on lap 19. We got 13 to go now, so I would expect these drivers in the next lap or two.
See the happy fans up in the stands. Did you see anybody you knew there? I didn't. I know Dale Earnhardt Jr. is at the track here somewhere today. Not quite sure where he's at, but he is at the track today. He's at every track we go to all season long. He's at every track you go to when you're on iRacing.
Zulu has hit pit road here from the 5th position.
Yeah, you said that window opened, and you're absolutely right. Rada is also in. Going to get in and try to get some fresh tires and take advantage of having some fresh tires and see if their lap times. But you know, their lap times have only fallen off like a second. So for the leaders, for Stubblefield, it's only dropped off from his very best time, 1.3 seconds.
Yeah, and I think Larry right now is on cruise control. He knows he's got that big, comfortable lead of 6.5 seconds. No chance to risk anything. Just run consistent laps and keep the car on track.
So we see Rada now leaving pit road. Zulu's already back on track. Making a really big gain on this 88 here late in this pit cycle.
And Larry Stubblefield working his way down through the carousel here, headed down towards turns 19 and 20. See if Larry comes to pit road this time by or not. And looks like he does not. He's going to bypass pit road.
88 is
Thornton,
on.
Yeah, 88's on. Rodriguez stays out.
Nelson stays out. Looks like the one of Osborne's on his way down. Kerjelak stays out.
See what Thornton does here. Looks like fuel only, as I expected, for the 88. The 88 is away. Like an 8-second stop.
He just basically dictated what these guys in front of him or they're still on track need to do if they're going to battle with him. Maybe not so much the 82, because the 82 had such a lead. He could still take 4 tires and come off battling with that 88.
So this time by, I'm expecting Larry Stubblefield and Travis Rodriguez both to hit pit road. I would think they have to this time by.
This should tell us right here just another turn, Dave.
And Larry's working his way down through turn 19. See if he chooses. And looks like Larry is on pit road. He's coming this time.
For the 82. See if Travis Rodriguez decides to come down.
Travis Rodriguez also the 79.
Oh, he slides through. No. Has to stay on track.
Oh, no.
Big miss for the 79. James Nelson in the 75 is on pit road. Larry Stubblefield looks like he's taking, well, we'll see. Right sides are up.
Looks like right sides are up.
He's going to take lefts too then.
Rights,
No, he just takes rights only.
Rights and fuel, that's a 11-second stop for Larry Stubblefield. That should still be okay for him.
Yeah, he cycles out 4.5 seconds now in front of Eric Thornton in the 88.
Big mistake there for the 79 of Travis Rodriguez. He's going to inherit the lead, but he still has to come down and pit. Hopefully he's got enough fuel in the tank to make it.
Oh, he hits the turtle. Spins the rear tires. Yeah, I didn't think about that, right? 'Cause they were on the edge of fuel.
Yeah, it looks like Travis Rodriguez 16 seconds out in front of Larry Stubblefield. We saw fuel only when Eric Thornton stopped. It put him 30 seconds behind the leader when he came out. So I'm expecting Travis Rodriguez to probably be somewhere in that realm of 15 to 20 seconds behind these leaders once he's completed his stop.
And Dave, that's still providing he can make it around here. This is
Yes,
a
that's very
long
true.
way around. It hasn't stumbled yet, so thought it stumbled there, but it didn't. Trying to listen in, folks, to that car and see what it's doing. Still under power. Believe he's clutching it. Believe he is clutching it. Back in the throttle here. Didn't clutch it there, so maybe not. So it looks like he's going to make it to pit road this time by. But only 15 seconds behind him, 16 seconds behind him is Larry Stubblefield in that 82.
And closing quickly.
Larry Stubblefield should regain the lead here with only 3.5 seconds over Eric Thornton. Rodriguez is still on pit road. Okay, he's off 8.6 seconds. So that has Rodriguez really, I mean, he came out okay, Dave. He was 8 seconds behind before Larry Stubblefield pitted.
Yeah, Larry took 2 tires as well, so his stop was a little bit longer at 11 seconds.
Yep.
So, yeah, it worked out okay for Travis Rodriguez. Kind of puts him back in the same position he was.
Fourth place is Zulu. Uncontested fourth place at the moment is 3.1 seconds behind him is the 75 AutoServ machine of James Nelson. Tommy Osborne's up to the 6th position. His Night Owl So's number 1 machine. Benny Campbell rebounded into the 7th position as Mobile 1 number 27 Ford. Michael Kerjelek in the number 41. Buck Kicker machine is currently in your 8th position. Rada's Maddie's Angels at number 89. Chevrolet in the 9th position. Michael Boone rounding out your top 10. And then number 5. Night Owl So's on the rear of it, so we'll go with that. Showing something happened with Curtis Sauber. Let's see if we can go back and take a look at that. Oh, nope, that went to the wrong replay. Part of the track Curtis said he didn't like, but he made it through there okay. He goes to make the left-hander here. Oh, he just slides it sideways. Runs it off track just a bit, but stays in the paved area. Not so bad. I think we saw that exact same thing out of Curtis before, so we won't go back and look at any more of his just in case. That's what's happening. 8 laps to go in the Quick Finisher Racing League Cup Series, COTA, presented by AutoServ. Once again, remember that the All-American Racing League Truck Series that's normally on Sunday nights is off this week, and next week will be returning on the 14th. Tuesday night, you can catch the All-American Racing League Next Gen Cup Series. Right here on SimWorld Racing Network at 8:20 p.m. Down in Dager, Talladega, Alabama, for some bumper-to-bumper, door-to-door action for lap after lap after lap at very, very high speeds in the draft. Should be a lot of fun. Hoping to find me a good drafting partner for that one, Dave. You available?
I will try to make myself available.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Next week here for the Quick Finisher Racing League, we are headed off to... Should have went and found this data before I started talking, but you know, sometimes whatever comes to my mind is the thing that comes out of my mouth a lot of times. Apologize to everyone at home for some of the stuff that comes out of this mouth, but still happens from time to time. Let's see, we are headed
Looks
off.
like they will be at Richmond.
Oh yes, Richmond. Cup guys are going to Richmond this weekend. Quick Finisher Racing League will be there next Friday night, same time as tonight. We'll go live somewhere between 7:50 and 7:55 usually. So be sure and like this video if you enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the content we upload here. We don't upload any. It's all live, so yeah. So you'll know when we go live. You'll get a notification on your phone saying, "Hey, I better tune in, or I'm gonna miss the cool race tonight." Always good racing. A lot of skilled drivers in both the All-American Racing League and the Quick Finisher Racing League, as it's a lot of the same drivers. I think what the All-American Racing League Cup race had, what, Dave, 20 drivers this past race?
Yeah, I think somewhere in there. And this league typically has, you know, around that 20 car field.
Yep.
But it is a road course. Some people choose not to show up for road courses, whether they just don't feel like they have a shot, so they typically will stay away. But yeah, typically on average here, 15 to 20 drivers in the QFRL.
Always good quality racing. I mean, you know, there's some caution fest from time to time among both leagues and multiple series. You're going to have that, but there's also the opportunity for some really good green flag racing, and we've seen more of that than the first than the cautions really. Most of these races, the cautions will come maybe one early and then a few late in the race as everything starts to get really heated up. Battle for position. As we see, Travis Rodriguez had another issue. I think he just swung wide there. I don't know, maybe it's here. Oh, there he goes. No, I still don't see an issue. Oh, okay. So I didn't wait long enough. He didn't really wreck it. He just got it all the way sideways. Cost himself some time as he is now back 13.4 seconds behind our leader, Larry Stubblefield. And Larry Stubblefield at this point, he's coming up on some lap cars. he will catch these lap cars in the next 6 laps, 5.5 laps, whatever. Oh, as we see the 4, it's turned around. Sneak through there. Oh, the 82 has to come to a complete stop as the 4 car started to pull forward. Didn't realize the 82 was there.
Oh boy, that's going to allow Eric Thornton to close here under 3 seconds.
Nice. Let's go back and take a
Larry
look at
Stubblefield.
that real quick, folks. Even though we were watching it in real time, we kind of watch it over. Yikes. All right, can watch that. Yeah, the 4 is around. Pulls forward and says, oh no, let me stop. And then the 82 has to come to a complete stop. Fortunately for him, he had enough gap there. He was able to get going pretty quick. But he did come to a complete stop. But as you said, it's 2.3 seconds now. 2.3 second gap between Larry Stubblefield and the 88 of Eric Thornton. It's another 8 seconds back to Travis Rodriguez. And Travis Rodriguez holds about a 12-second advantage over 4th place Zulu. 5th place is James Nelson. 6th is Tommy Osborne. Michael Kerjelak is 7th. 8th is Rada. 9th is Boone. 10th is Campbell. 11th is Curtis Sauber. 12th is 12th on a lap down is Tyrone Yo. Tyler Nelson. Mark Holyfield Sr. and Michael Bover runs up top 15. So the pressure's on. The pressure heated up just a little bit for that 82.
Yeah, almost a disaster for the 82. Luckily, he was able to get that car stopped and avoid the 4. But like I said, it was able to, and that allowed Eric Thornton to close here a little bit, as now you see Larry kind of opening that gap up just a little bit here over the 88.
And as we look from the gyro camera, you can see the 88. This is what 2.3 seconds looks like. That right there. And he can really close it in on entry, but you got to hit the brakes.
Something must have happened with Larry a little bit. That gap now back to Eric Thornton is down under 2 seconds.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. Am I showing Travis Rodriguez had an issue again? Or is that a while ago? Larry Stubblefield stretches it out to about a 2.5 second lead now over Eric Thornton. Whatever happened to that 82 to kind of back him up a second or so there, Dave, didn't seem to be, maybe just a little slip up or something. Didn't seem to be any damage to the tire or anything that's really slowing his pace.
Yeah, it looks like he's back on pace now. Like you said, stretch it out almost through back up to 3 seconds now as we're working. We're on 4 to go here. Winding down to the end of this one.
Here, Benny Campbell had something happen with him there, so we'll see if. Looks like that thing is terribly, terribly loose. Make it. Oh, he hits the turtle. He hits the turtle, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly what are we talking about there. Let's see if we can catch that again, so you guys can see exactly what it's like to ride over one of those turtles. We're gonna go full speed here. Oh, it just lifts up the left front of that car and sends him sideways. Kind of glad we got to see that, Dave. That's what I was trying to explain earlier.
Yep.
Yeah, Larry's now holding about, right at a 3-second lead, like you say. It's just kind of stabilized there for the moment. Eric Thornton, he's got to be the guy that's really pushing right now, because he wants to close this 3-second gap, and he knows that if by pushing something happens that he slips up, he still has 14 seconds over third place Travis Rodriguez. So really doesn't have anything to lose, because, losing 14 seconds is going to take a really bad mistake. And he's been, relatively mistake-free all race long.
Yeah, Larry Stubblefield's smooth, consistent here as he's working down through the S's now, but just very consistent.
So for one more time here with 3 laps to go, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pull up your points. Okay, this is the points before the night started. What are we showing there? There we are. Coming into this race, there are our points. Curtis Auburn, who's your points leader, by, it looks like 21 or 19 points, 21 points over Kenneth Pack. Kenneth Pack is not in the field tonight. Then actually neither is Gregory Robinson, both taking provisional starts. So that's going to be to Curtis's advantage. However, James Nelson is currently sitting in the 5th position. Curtis is back in 11th. So there's going to be a little bit of points made up here for James Nelson tonight. Eric Thornton, who's at 172 points, has won a stage already, so we know he got 10 bonus points. He's going to be really close to, if not he or Larry Stubblefield, taking over the lead in the points here. Well, my guess is it would be Eric Thornton. Not sure how that's going to shake out, but stay tuned. We'll have the points for you each and every week now that we know how to do it. I'm going to find a way to get it to update in real time, Dave, so we'll have all kinds of real-time stats on that.
Always room to improve here.
Well, shoot, yeah. All right, we are 2 laps to go for Larry Stubblefield in that 82 Night Owl So Chevrolet MSM Chevrolet Camaro, and he's got, what is that? Oh, it's 3 wide.
3 wide middle, I believe.
3 wide middle, yep.
And Larry's got 2 slower cars in front of him. The 4 of Mark Hollifield and the 54 of Curtis Sovereign.
And he's given up time to the 88 already. 88's within
Curtis
2
moves
seconds.
out of the way. Looks like the 4 is going to move out of the way as well. That cuts the lead down to 1.8 seconds here.
Yeah, he gets caught in a bad position with the 54, trying to get around the 54. And the 54 didn't do anything wrong. It's just the part where he caught him on track. 4 kind of stays out of the way. Oh. .77 seconds is the difference between your leader and second place, Eric Thornton.
And Larry Stubblefield working his way down through turn 19, headed towards turn 20. As soon as he makes that left-hander, he is going to see the white flag in the air one more time around for Larry Stubblefield.
Yeah, if Eric Thornton has anything left in the tank, it's go time. You've got to use up every last bit of rubber you have left, every bit of brake you have left. It all comes down to this lap. He closes in to 1.14. He's gaining a little bit on the leader as they're heading down into the S's. I just don't think Larry's even been running his car though, because as he wants to, he's pulled it back out to 1.75 seconds. He just starts to stretch his legs a little more.
Yeah, we've seen Larry Stubblefield pretty much a class of the field all night long, biding his time. When he got the chance to be out front, he took every opportunity, kind of run away there. Just like you said, we see Eric Thornton about just under 2 seconds back from Larry as they work their way down this long straightaway.
Just you don't want to slide your tires too bad right here. You don't want to overcook your brakes. You want to get it nice and easy, manage the car, get off the corner easy, and that's exactly what he did. All while pulling away from second place, Eric Thornton, who's now a 2-second gap between the two.
Yeah, Larry Stubblefield, all he has to do is be nice and smooth down here through the carousel through turns 19 and 20 and bring it home.
2 more turns left for the number 82 of Larry Stubblefield. Making the last corner here, corner 20 for Larry Stubblefield in the 82. It is victory lane. Checker flag is in the air. Your winner, Larry Stubblefield. Eric Thornton coming home second. See back to Travis Rodriguez. Travis Rodriguez holds about a 17-second lead over Zulu. So we'll score Travis with third. It looks like Zulu will come home fourth. Barring any issues, James Nelson will come home in the 5th position. We're going to get an interview with your top 3 drivers with Larry Stubblefield, Eric Thornton, and Travis Rodriguez right here in just a moment. So stay tuned for that. Don't go anywhere. And then we'll give you the full field rundown. Dave, let's go ahead and get Travis Rodriguez in the booth if we can.
I think, yeah, Travis has finished his lap. Let's go ahead and bring him in. Travis, Dave in the booth, you got us?
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, Juggles. So I noticed early on, well, pretty much all race long, that you had a very fast car, but I noticed that you seemed to struggle with locking the brakes up on that and really sliding the rear tires. Is that an issue for you all night long?
A little bit. There was a lot of times that it felt like anyone listening that watches Formula One at all, it felt like I was driving a 2010 friggin' Ferrari, fighting understeer and oversteer at the exact same time. Some of it was just being way too aggressive coming out of the corners, just trying to dig for as much as I could, and then the locking. I'm not used to my pedals being hard mounted to anything, so the adjustment of not using all of the brake pedal is still something that I'm having to kind of figure out, because I just either get too much brake or not enough brake, and it's just a weird feeling. That's all.
Well, Juggles, listen, man. You finished top 3. I know that's not what you wanted tonight, You pride yourself on being really, really good at these races because you are. Man, we were watching, and like to add to what Dave was saying there, we were watching you under braking, and you had a lot of rear brake down into that car, man. As you could see, your rotors just glow bright red. It was fun watching you out there. You guys had slip and slide, and you and Eric Thornton. What happened between you guys in the S's again?
As far as that, I was getting frustrated because through the S's, I think at least I was faster than everybody. Through the S's specifically. Most of that whole complex, even to the top of the hill just about. I tried to put my nose where it probably shouldn't have been and just took a lunge to the inside to go up the hill and just mistimed it really badly.
Understood, man. That happens, but great run. The floor is yours. Shout out to anybody you want to shout out.
Race the QFRL guys for letting us come in here and run and have fun and stuff. This is a great group of guys that I've raced with. I mean, racing with Larry, James, Curtis, all these guys. Tommy. I'm trying to think of who else was in this race off the top of my head, and I'm missing it. But racing with these guys is fun, even at ovals. At the end of this, I'm going to say I'm kind of over road racing at the moment and want to do oval stuff.
Awesome, man. Well, listen, are you going to race next Friday when they come back to race at Richmond?
Probably not. Just work and all that kind of stuff.
Understood. But we'll see you, I guess, the trucks are off this week for All-American Racing League. We will see you on Tuesday night. Yes?
Hopefully, yes.
Hopefully.
Yes.
All right, Juggles. Well, it was nice talking to you, man. Congratulations on a P3, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you, buddy.
See ya. All right, that was Travis Juggles Rodriguez in the number 79 Ford, getting a P3 on the night. I don't have any camera views, so this is kind of ugly. But, yeah, I don't know, Dave. Do you want to bring in our second place driver, Eric Thornton, if he's still with us? I think he is.
Let's do it. Eric, Dave in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, how are you guys?
Hey, not too bad. We watched a heck of a race there, especially the top three. You, Larry, and Travis there duking it out all race long, it seemed. It's fun from our perspective. But congrats on a second place finish. And how'd your night go for you?
Yeah, thank you. It went good. Couldn't match Larry there. He just kept pulling away from us. But the top three, we duked it out for a while, and I got at the end of stage one. I guess everybody took tires, and I didn't, and it worked out for me. I got the stage 2 victory, so
Yeah,
I'll take
man.
that.
Yeah, man, that's an extra bonus point going into the playoffs. Providing you make the playoffs there at the end of the season, which it doesn't look like you're going to have any issues there. So congratulations on that stage win. Congrats on a P2 tonight. We did see some battling, and we talked to Travis Rodriguez about it a little bit. You guys kind of lost a lot of time to the leader due to that issue in the S's. What happened there from your perspective?
Yeah, I think he just got impatient and tried to dive it in there. He apologized for it, but just hard racing. We were both trying to keep up with him, I think, and just lost track.
Yep. Well, listen, man, the floor is yours to shout out anybody you want to shout out, say hi to anybody you want to say hi to, and you have at it.
All right. Well, thank you, guys. I just want to thank AutoServ for everything they do for us, and that's about it.
All right, man. Well, listen, congratulations again on your P2. We'll send you back to celebrate with your friends and get a word in with Mr. Stubblefield.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you. That was Eric Thornton in the number 88 Chevrolet, bringing home a solid second-place finish tonight and a stage win. So good points for him on the night.
All right, let's go ahead and bring in our race winner. Larry, Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, Larry, hell of a run tonight. Lights out. You were pretty much class of the field all night long. There was some good racing there between you, I think it was Eric Thornton, and Travis Rodriguez. Heck of a battle going on there through those first couple stages. But congrats on the win, and walk us through your night a little bit.
Thanks. Yeah, Travis helped me with the steering ratio at the beginning of practice, and it just woke the car up. Like I've never driven it like that before. It was a lot more responsive, and it showed. The last couple of days I've been off on the practice time, so the steering ratio definitely helped.
Well, man, you were not off on the times tonight, getting the pole position, the stage one win. I think P2 in stage 2, and ultimately the victory. Man,
a couple of scary spots though. Man, there was some scary moments.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. So the 4, we watched him lose control, and he's sitting still, but then he can't see you at that point, I think, and tries to go ahead and pull off, and then there you are. We saw you have to come to a complete stop there.
I got an X or 2. I don't know exactly what I got, but I know I made contact with him. I was worried about it wearing out the front end, the front right. But I took 2 again for the second time in 5 years tonight. And I figured since I had the gap, might as well put some tires on it. The rights wore out more than the lefts did, so I just put rights on it. And I think it saved everything. I think Eric would have got me if I hadn't have done that.
Well, listen, man, here on the SimWorld Racing Network, we tend to talk to you a lot right here in the same position. So congratulations for that, man. Good on you. Very, very fast. Very, very fast. Just about anywhere we go. Anyone you'd like to shout out or say hello to, the floor is yours, sir.
My wife and daughter and my family watching, and Night LSOs, MSM Manufacturing. That's about it.
All right, man. Well, listen, we're going to send you back to celebrate, but congratulations on a win here in the QFRL Cup Series COTA, presented by AutoServ.
Thank you guys for doing this, too.
Yeah, no problem, man. Talk to you later. That was Larry Stubblefield in the number 82 Chevrolet. Night Also Chevrolet. Congratulations to him on the victory tonight. So, man, we saw a lot of left-hand turns and we saw a lot of right-hand turns. 20 turns in all per lap. Multiply that times 41 and you have, what do we got, Dave? Yep, nope, I'm not a math person either. So
I'm not a math. You covered this earlier.
We'll leave the math into you folks at home, but that's a lot of turns. Some really good racing, good battling. I don't know why we lost the cameras here at the end, but that's okay. That gave us a perfect opportunity to thank our sponsor, AutoServ, for all that they do. Check them out in Charlestown, West Virginia, for all of your auto service needs. Now, let's get back to the last part of this where we're going to go ahead and give a full field rundown. How everyone finished tonight. Larry Stubblefield was your winner with Eric Thornton in second. Travis Rodriguez is third. Zulu finished in the fourth position. James Nelson finished fifth. Tommy Osborne brings it home in sixth. Michael Kurgelak seventh. And Rada in the eighth position.
And ninth tonight is going to go to the 5 of Michael Boone. 10th goes to Benjamin Campbell. 11th to Curtis Sovereign. 12th, Tyrone Yo Jr. 13th, Tyler Nelson. 14th, Mark Hollifield. And rounding out your field in 15th is going to be the 48 of Michael Bovair.
Well, thank you, David. That was David Lafano. I am David Hara. We are the SimWorld Racing Network. You've been watching the Quick Finisher Racing League, race number 6 from COTA, presented to you by AutoServ. We'll catch you next Tuesday night for the All-American Racing League. Tune in to Nathan Christensen. He'll be handling the broadcast as we race at Talladega. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.